Right. And if I repeat what you say, that's just so when you're watching the video later, we can understand what you're saying. Because I've got a microphone on my ear. I had my camera going the other night, and there was a certain other rider here, and they were talking to me, and they were standing right in front of my camera, waving their arms like doing all this stuff and talking, but the camera was down there on that end, and I was halfway down the ring, so you couldn't hear a word of what they were saying. He did that one day. He was actually just asking me today. He was like, "So when am I going to have another lesson?" And I was like, "Well, I guess we can do that on a Friday when Helga's watching the kids." No, he had to work today. Yeah, he had to work today. Do you? I don't know. I was just gonna say, do you want me to put your corners back up so you've got some visual aids? Because that one looked good. This one looked bad. I'm so proud of him though. He's okay. So in 6 weeks, he's restarted lift 4 3 times. So he's gotten through um days 1 and 2. So arms, back, front, chest, everything. Um, 3 times each. There you go. Take a look at your hands and tell me if you need to fix anything. No, you just fixed it. I said take a look at them and tell me if you need to fix anything. I don't know. You haven't fixed it. No, take a look at them. See anything? So you're carrying your inside rein significantly higher. When you finally look down at them, you kind of even them out a little bit, but you were carrying your inside rein about 2 inches higher. Yeah. It's okay. I mean, for some things that you're asking her to do, you're going to do that. Get off me. Go away. I have no cookies. There we go. Those visual aids a little bit easier. She just knock you into the wall. Oh, she's such a wonderful brat, isn't she? I love her. Yeah, we've really been doing exercises to work on her imbalances. You can go ahead and change direction with her when you're ready. That's a good stretching down into the bit. Oh, it's beautiful. So we want to do this one here. Let's see, I don't want to block your circle, but I do want to be able to tell you to take it. I think here's good. I think that's good. Yeah, that's good. All right. That's a little high. I had to go through my phone. I must have uploaded it. It felt like 20 videos to YouTube today. Yeah, because I tried to stitch together my 3 groundwork videos from last night. They're about it was about 30 minutes total. And my phone didn't have the memory to do it because I had too many videos on there. So I needed to get them uploaded to YouTube so I could delete them off my phone. We have to use the cloud. Oh my gosh, it's ridiculous. One of these days, I'm gonna actually change that tail bag on her tail too. Not recently. I need to. It's because she's clean. Yeah. All right. How do your heels feel? Oh, you fixed them as soon as I said it. they can still they can still sink down a little bit. There you go. I just did it again. I've been having a conversation with you and I haven't been repeating back what you said. So this is going to sound great on the video. I'm talking to myself. It's fine. She's got an itch. There we go. Good marching walk. And bring your hands down a little bit. There you go. Good. That's a great line to her mouth. That is wonderful. Oh, you're going to have to use your leg a little bit. Pick up your rein and use it as when you need it and then put it back to where it belongs. There you go. Oh, stretching down. This is so good. I love that. Hands down. There you go. Push her forward. Envision her stretching down long and low. She just dropped her head a little bit for you. There she goes again. Heels down. Yeah. Look at your corner. Ooh. What are we doing? Oh, that's okay. That's okay. How is your hamstring doing? Oh yeah, you said the percussion massager. Yeah. If if you need to, oh good, the massager's helping. If you need to, you can pick up that Makate rope that you daisy chained over her withers. You can pick it up and you can spin it in a circle. You're gonna have to shorten it a little bit. Yep. I would spin it the other direction. There you go. And then if you need to, smack her on the shoulder with it and tell her to move that shoulder over. Yeah. And you want to use about as much force as a horse would use on another horse, like a light play kick. A light play kick. If you're smacking her with the rope, you're not kicking her. Right. So here's how you want to do it because it's just like when you're training the dogs, okay? You tell them to sit, you give them a second to listen, and then you're going to use that collar and apply upward pressure, right? So the collar is the reinforcer. The collar is not what is giving the command, it's the reinforcer. So your legs are giving the command and they're saying, hey, you're supposed to move forward with a little bit more energy. She's not listening to the command, so you're going to reinforce by smacking her on her shoulder to move her over if she hasn't listened to yielding her leg, or on her hind end if you need to move her forward. Does that make sense? Okay. Because we don't really give them goodness, I don't know where that accent was. We don't give them vocal commands so much, unless you're in a really bad habit of clicking all the time. I was listening to one of my videos today and it was just like, oh my gosh. But we don't give them a whole lot of voice commands. You can train them to voice commands, but you don't want to. When you're in the show ring, you don't want to be shouting out voice commands to them. You want them responding to your aids. There. So you actually goosed her with your inside heel. That's where you brought your heel up and it creates kind of an edge that pushes against them. Be real similar to if you were using a spur, but you're using the heel of your boot instead. And then you have now put your heel back down, which is exactly what you're supposed to do. If you bring your heel up to goose her, that's fine, but then put it down as soon as she listens. There we go. When you are ready, let's start doing some stop, halt, and back up. There you go. How'd your reins feel? Okay, a little bit long. I would agree. Oh, heels look good. Heels look amazing right now. Your leg looks amazing right now. And I can see the underside of your foot, which is exactly what you want. No, I'm actually just marking it for the video so that when you're watching the video later, you can see it. You know to look for it. You goosed her and you put them back down. Good job. Good job. It depends. So she stretches out to take the reins for two reasons. One, out of dominance, and two, because she's been scrunched up and she needs to actually stretch out. If she was doing it 100% of the time just because she needs to stretch out, I would let her do it. And because I did when she was younger, she started turning it into a dominance game and taking the reins away from me. So what you need to understand is you need to tell her when she's allowed to stretch out. And your signal to let her stretch out is to loosen the reins. Now, if she's giving you some feedback and starting to pull on those reins a little bit, you might want to consider, is now a good time for her to stretch? Let's go ahead and do it then. If now is not a good time for her to stretch because you're getting ready to pick up your trot or you're getting ready to ask for a halt, then absolutely not. You're going to want to hold firm on those reins and maybe even pick them up an inch or two just to reinforce, hey, you don't get to say when we stretch out. That had a lot of impulsion. I didn't like where her head went though. It was fluid, it was good, and that wasn't necessarily anything that you did. Maybe if I was looking at you instead of the dirt, I would have been able to see that. But I don't know. We'll check the video. Like I said, it had a lot of impulsion, so she responded very quickly. I just didn't like that her head came up right away. So think about when you ask her to halt and back up, think about drawing those pinkies down to your hips. Down to your hips. That was better. There you go. You had to see Charlie back up. It's hilarious. Well, watch me for a second. This is how he backs up. I was like, I was telling him the other day, I was like, you need to shorten your reins. He's like, I can't shorten them anymore. He was thinking the space between his hands needed to shorten. And I was like, he had a good ride the other night. Yeah. He likes the promise of getting to start jumping. Yeah. That's what he likes. So we'll see. Let's see another good halt and back up. Pinkies to your hips. Yes. Yeah. Ask her to back up again. Shorten your reins some more. You're not effective enough yet. There you go. Pinkies to hips. Oh, you saw how she brought that head up? I don't like that. I think you're driving in with your butt a little bit. And once you relax, think about bringing your belly button back. No, don't let her do that. Ask her to back up again. Okay, relax for a second. Shorten your reins. Pinkies to hips. Okay, relax and stand there for a second. Nah, she snatched it. I want you to do the whole thing. Pick it all the way up. Run your hand all the way down to her neck. There you go. Good. Now, nice and gentle and fluid, you're going to ask her to halt. There you go. And nice and slow, pinkies to your hips. There, relax and stop. Yes. Did you ask her to walk forward right away? Okay. Try to make sure when you ask her to halt, you ask her to actually halt and hold it for a little bit. Yep. Otherwise, she's going to be like a dog who you tell to sit, and they sit, they get their treat, and they pop right back up. Pinkies. Pinkies. There, she adjusted. A little bit more, a little bit softer. I want to see a little bit better. Do it again. No, back her up again. just keep backing up. Just keep backing up. You don't have to go forward again. Ah, there we go. See that? What do you want? Nope. Relax for a second. Adjust your reins. Ah, I saw that coming. And pinkies. Pinkies down. Hold cups of coffee in your hands, but bring those pinkies back. There you go. There you go. Much better. Much better. Stop. Hold your halt for a second. Just relax. So relax in that butt a little bit. Beginner habits. I want you to. It's okay. It's only going on YouTube. No, they can't hear you. It's fine. You want me to repeat everything you just said? I promise you, the microphone didn't catch it from there. Okay, let's see if we can do. Yep. Okay, that's fine. Go ahead. I got distracted. I was gonna have you do something else, but we lost the moment. It's fine. All right. So now that we've got our backup under control, when you are ready, you can go ahead and trot. And let's start with that nice 2-point trot. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Yep. There you go. And get your butt up out of the saddle and keep it out of the saddle. Balance on your knuckles if you need to. Use your reins to adjust her direction and then go back to balancing. Get up and stay up. Get into a 2-point right now. We're working on some muscles. She's like, yep. Make sure you keep your eyes up. That's the trick to this position. If you look down, you're going to fall down over her neck. Heels down. Lean forward just a little. Use those knuckles to balance on the saddle or on her withers. There you go. There. I didn't grab my stick. I meant to grab it. All right, go ahead and walk for a minute. I can't see what you're doing right now, so I'll find out later. All right. Following me. Get her out of there. That's kind of a dangerous spot to be in. Yeah. Again, this is one of those things where I don't worry about her in there, but you need to learn horse safety and treat her like she's any other horse who would potentially kill themselves in that corner. And then we have the videos where my camera's shaking all over the place because I've come by and I've picked the camera up off the tripod and I'm carrying it to a different spot. Like, yeah, it's whatever. It's okay. It's fine. All right. So I'm going to worry about her maintaining the trot. And you are going to worry about your 2-point. We're going to start her on the other direction. It's a little bit easier for her. Let her muscles get warmed up. Move it. Go ahead and squeeze with your legs and help me a little bit. There we go. Good. And give her a little squeeze. There you go. Yeah. Keep yourself centered over her. Don't lean to the inside. Get your weight centered. Yeah. Okay, heels down. Lean to the outside a little bit. Put your weight in your outside leg. Yeah. Go ahead and ho. And ho. Take your feet out. So, yeah, take them both out.
I got them both out.
Okay, then you're going to bring them up right there. Okay. Gonna make this a little easier for you. What did we have them on before? We had them. I had them down at 6 before. We had them single wrapped.
Like the very first time I did it, and then what after that you said you
Oh no, we brought them down to 6 for this. Okay, that's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll do that. Feel that saddle rock?
Yeah. Do I not have it tight enough?
No, it's fine. It's just they still shift a little bit.
Is this the saddle that Charlie uses too?
He does.
And the stirrups go short enough for him?
Oh my gosh, I double wrap them and run them all the way up to the top for him.
How about Zoe?
Zoe has her own saddle.
She's been sitting in it and doing it?
How does that feel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Easier to get my heels down.
Yeah. That's why we're doing that. Okay. So single wrapped on the second hole from the top for dressage. And double wrapped on the 6th hole from the top. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for jumping. These are. You don't think I moved poles for no reason, do you? You're not jumping. We're doing prep work. Look, a jump stride is just a canter. A jump is just a single canter stride. So if you want a canter, this is all prep work. Okay? Let's see how that works. If I smack your leg, I'm sorry. This is where having.
I'm trying to steer her.
That's fine. You don't need to.
No, I'm asking.
Yeah, you don't need to. Don't worry about it. I've got steering. There we go. And balance. Find your balance. Heels down. How does that feel?
Am I up way too high?
No, you're good, but you're leaning to the inside right now. I need you to stay center over her. Look straight ahead, or worst case, look through her ears. There you go. Look through her ears and then look up a little bit. There you go. How does that feel? Drop your heels down. Drop your heels down. Sink into them. Sink way into them. Let them stretch. Well, then you're going to have to, oops. Oh, I guess, oh yeah, watch your foot, ma'am. Good Lord. No, that's okay.
I'm struggling right now. Like I'm not feeling like I could ever balance in that position. And when I put my heels down, my body goes back.
Okay, so adjust your leg a little bit. I mean, this is the dressage trick. It's not so much for jumpers. Jumpers are out of the saddle so much that they don't need to do it. But it'll help you get into that position.
That's way better.
There you go. Now your knees are in. Yeah, there you go. And stick your butt out a little bit behind you. Yeah, that's why they do this. Oh yeah, I told that guy with the CH. That's 2-point. Yeah, and actually you can put your hands down a little bit lower. When you're going over a jump, go ahead and tighten your reins all the way up. Tighten them up, tighten them up, tighten them up. When you're going over a jump, and in fact, if you watch me jump, I put my hands down and I grab mane. Yeah.
So I'm not too far forward.
No. The higher the jump is, the further forward your hands are going to be.
Can if you like this in the 2-point trot?
No, because the trot is on the flat, and you're not going fast enough that you need that. But if you watch these Grand Prix jumpers and they're like 6-foot jumps, their hands come all the way up here. The bigger the jump, the farther forward you're going to be. Okay? When we're doing little stuff, you're keeping it back here. Okay? But the bigger the jump, the farther forward you're going to be.
Are my heels up or down?
They are level. Your feet are level with the ground right now. That looks better. Good. And squeeze with your knees.
I am.
Okay.
And I'm up. I mean, I'm up and this feels good.
Good. When I said that your heels looked amazing, your feet looked amazing on that video, and that I could see the bottom of your feet, that's because you actually had them turned like this so that I could see the bottom a little bit. And that was perfect. Right now they're straight down. But when you can see just the underside and they're like this, that's a perfect leg. We're designed to stand up straight like this. Did we get on a horse? Yeah. Yeah. When we get on a horse, we want you to knees in, heels down, and turn. It's like this crazy thing. Let's try it with some movement. Thank you. How's that feel? Don't look to the inside because you're leaning to the inside when you do that. Look over her neck. There you go. Between the ears and up. There you go. You ready for the trot? Thank you. Good, ma'am. Good. Keep it up. Look between her ears. Don't look to the inside. There you go. Keep looking up. Look up and between her ears. Keep looking up and between her ears. Come on, don't do that. She's like, I know what you're doing, Mom. Up. Do you feel the difference? Okay. All right. You're tired, but you're not doing anything. The horse is doing all the work. Go ahead and walk her for a lap. If you need to, take your legs out of the stirrups, let them stretch down and stretch out. You feel that? Oh, yeah. We'll get her to walk a whole lap, and then you're going to change direction. You can use the whole ring if you want to. I just want her to have a good walk because she's old and give you a chance to relax your muscles. What happened here? Why is my camera not following? It lost you. There we go. Silly thing. Take advantage of your feet being out of the stirrups and stretch them down. Don't be trying to fix them right now. Yeah, I figure you and her are about, you're about the same age. And the thing is, I don't know. I I don't freaking know what horse years are anymore. I used to come up with ideas as to what they were because everybody was like, average age of a horse is 20. So Spanish School of Riding, which is the like most renowned dressage school, most renowned horse training academy in the world, they have horses who they retire at 27 years of age. They retire them. Not because they can't perform anymore, but because the horse has been working for 25 years and they've earned their retirement. So they work with mostly stallions, and these horses go out to stud at 27, okay? And then they live a happy life into their early 40s. 40s. And I read that recently and I was blown away. Yeah, so like 2 to 3 years per human year is about what it is. She is 21. And much like you, she does not act her age. She acts much younger. She is physically younger. No.
Day one, no sugar. I went so off the rails after this girls' weekend. You know what I did yesterday? No, for real. You know what I did yesterday? I'm gonna give you full disclosure.
What? Oh, this is getting recorded. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah. No, I had powdered sugar and butter in my house and vanilla, and I made buttercream frosting the other day. Go ahead and put your feet in. And we're gonna do 2 point without stirrups right now. But I made buttercream frosting the other day, and I ate it by the spoonful, and I was like, okay, that's it, and I threw everything out.
I literally had to spit container, and afterwards I was like, this is disgusting.
And I can feel it. I can feel it when I'm sugar crashing now, like the mood swing and everything.
So I'm back at it again. I have to start over again.
Yeah,
And it was not from the cinnamon roll, by the way.
that was delicious
It
because
was
that.
from the weekend with the girls, and I wasn't crazy there, but I got home and I just went.
I told you, I loaded that cinnamon roll up with fat on purpose. On purpose. Yep. Let's go. Let's go. Go ahead and give her a squeeze. No, you're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. There we go. There you go. And she's stretching. Oh, she's trying to figure this out with her head right now. I'm going to let her figure it out. This way. This way. This way. I'm not going all the way down there if I don't have to. This is good. Balance with your hands. Try not to pull on her mouth while she's doing this. Let her figure her head out right now. She's trying. She's got quite the hunter going on about her right now. Let's go. Yeah. It's important. I know. That's up. There we go. There we go. She was shaking something out in her neck. It was beautiful. Yeah. Okay. Eyes up. Eyes up. Good. Heels down. Hands low. Eyes up. Straight ahead. Good. Heels down. One more time, and then you're going to be able to sit deep and walk. She just corrected you. There you go. And sit and walk. Good. How'd that feel?
That felt much better, but tiring.
Go ahead and stretch out your legs. Let her stretch out her neck. Keep her on the wall, though. And she's blowing it out. She's shaking everything out. She's using muscles. Shaking out her lungs. Just everything. Do you ever cough after you run in this cold weather? I do. I'm sure they do too. That brisk walk got me breathing a little bit harder too. She's trying to hang a rider. She's like, here's your stop. Get off. You are being recorded right now. Don't say that. Me? Wait. Oh, him. How fast was he running? Oh, okay. All right, so you're ready to take this nice cross rail here, right?
Oh, to jump over?
No, I don't want her walking over it. Okay. We are quarter to 8. It's like 7. Okay. That's what I figured. Crops. Bats. They are called bats. They're for jumping. So in dressage, we use a dressage whip, and jumpers use a bat or a crop. Yes, hunters. Hunter jumpers. Yes, they are not timed. So you don't get points deducted for how slowly you go around the arena. Your points are based on how good you and your horse look as you're going around the arena, as you're going around the course, as you're going over the course. You still don't want to knock anything over. You do get points deducted for knocking jumps over and hitting rails and such. But it's really focused on maintaining maintaining your rhythm, maintaining your position. I call it the pretty jumping sport. And then show jumping and cross country, you just want to go as fast as possible and don't knock anything over. Me? Me do everything. I mean, I used to do more jumping. Wild Indian. Wild Indian riding. Yeah. Wild Indian girl. That mare's not wild. You're hilarious. All right, let's see what time it is right now. We got quarter of. I want you to go ahead and do a lap at the posting trot. Let's see what direction we're in. We're in her hard direction. You might want to turn her around for that. Give her a little bit of a break, as I worked that side pretty hard yesterday too. Eyes up, hands up when you're asking her to turn that way, so she doesn't turn on her nose. Good heel position. Good heel position. Yeah, you could bring your legs back a little bit, but there you go. Without bringing your butt back. When you're ready, go ahead and ask her to halt and back up, and then go forward into your posting trot. Hold cups of coffee in each hand with your reins, and bring those pinkies towards your hip. There you go. The whole arm comes back. There you go. That was better. Okay, and then forward, and forward again. Let's go. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Good. And rising trot. And make sure that your body is posting, but your hands are staying low and steady. There you go. Better. Lower your inside hand a little bit. Good. Eyes up and look at the wall. Look into the corner. There you go. Look to the next corner. It's okay. This is more than a lap. I asked for just a lap, so you're good. Good. Yep. Yep. Did you want to do canter tonight? Or did you want to cool down?
I'd like to try
Okay.
once
Yep.
with you.
Yep, of course. That's why I have the extra rope tonight. All right, go ahead and loosen your reins just a little bit. There you go, because I don't want you pulling on her reins at all. You don't need to. Okay, so canter position is what you can even do is kind of help your reins a little bit. Remember how we used to point with our pinky in the direction we wanted to go? I want you to do that same thing at the canter. And I actually, if you need a...
So not my elbows out like I'm doing.
Right, your pinky. I want you to point with your pinky with your inside hand. And you're just going to kind of point up ahead to where she's going. And as you're going around the circle, that's going to shift. Okay, but what this is going to do, I want your gaze to kind of follow out along your pinky as well.
So I'm literally like this?
Yeah, up a little bit higher. Up, yeah, go ahead and drop that rein. Drop that rein. Yep, because I'm going to have control over it. Just let go of the rein.
Let go of the rein altogether?
Yeah, hold it in your outside hand for right now. Okay? And I want you to point with your pinky. Okay, now what it should do is encourage you to sit back on your outside hip. You see that? You feel that? That is your canter position. Your outside leg should be just a little bit farther back, like an inch back. Okay? This is your canter position. If you were to squeeze with both legs and your body in this position, she would know she needs to pick up the canter. Okay, that is the difference from going from the walk to trot, where it's two legs even squeezing together, to the canter. The outside leg is back just a little bit and squeezes, and it's telling her to engage that outside hind leg and push off with it. Okay? So, because remember, we're going to go like this, and she needs to push off with that outside leg and lead with that inside front. All right. So, now, do you think you can do that while holding the reins in that hand? Just the inside hand. Just the inside hand. Switch your reins to your inside hand. There you go. Yep. No. Inside hand points and holds the rein. Let go with your outside hand. Okay? Yeah. Now we're going Western. It's okay. It's a good way to learn. All right? Yep. And keep your eyes up. Give her a squeeze. Go ahead and squeeze. Eyes up. Sit deep. Sit deep. Hands up. Hand up. Way up. Nice and up. Good. And squeeze. Sit back in your outside hip. That was a little bit. Did you feel it? Okay, so you are leaning on your inside right now. Yep, there you go. Canter. Sit deep, sit deep, sit deep, sit deep, and trot. Well done. Now we're going to even her out. Okay. Go ahead and hoe for a second. I want to show you something real quick. So this is kind of how you're doing it. This is how I want you to do it.
I noticed that. Sit deep, and then I did, and that's when it felt good.
Yes. Okay?
I've never really probably been in that position correctly, but when you said that and then I did, I definitely feel the difference.
Yeah, if your feet need to kind of kick out a little bit Western right now while we're doing it, that's okay.
I've been doing this the whole time practicing
Right.
this, so now I'm trying to, right? But it really is like sitting back and into it.
Yeah, 2 pointers for jumping. Okay. And that's a nice safe position, unless you're on a bucking horse, in which case you're coming right off. But your stops and your starts and your stop and your start and your stop and your start. The best way that you can get ready for the canter is to trot forward and then back up, and then trot forward and back up, and trot forward and back up. It does two things. One, it gets you back on your butt. No, I don't want you even leaning forward. I want you just sitting the trot and trot forward and back up and trot forward and back up. And it gets you used to that, but what it also does is it helps her get lined up and get her butt underneath so that you get a nice smooth transition into that canter. Okay? We're going to switch directions. Oh, yeah. This time, before we do it, because this is her harder direction, all right, I want you to, I'm going to be just a safety net right now. I want you to trot her forward and back her up. We're going to do that 3 times on the circle. Get out. Get away from me. Get away. Trot forward. Sit deep. Back her up. Nice and slow. Just think back, think back, think back, think back, think back. And bring those hands back with the rest of your fingers, not just the pinkies. Let the pinkies lead, but everything comes back. Okay? That was good. And then trot forward. Squeeze till she trots. Good. And then deep and slow and back. Good, good, good. Good, good, good. Good. Head looked good. Don't worry about your leg position right now. We're doing some other stuff, okay? We'll get meticulous about that later. Sorry, I cut your circle short. That was my fault. When you're ready, sit deep and back. Well done. Good. Reins to your inside hand, just like we had before. Inside hand. Inside hand. Sit back on your outside leg. Okay. Give her a squeeze. Squeeze with both legs. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Let's go. Canter. Canter. Yes. Canter. Yes. Sit deep. Sit deep. Hands up. Oh, okay. And oh. Don't pee on my saddle. That's going to ruin it. That's okay. Do you want to run in and use the bathroom and I'll walk her? Okay.
So, one thing on that.
Yeah.
So, when you're in that and I'm doing this and you're sitting back and you're saying lean on your outside leg.
Yes.
So I'm literally like,
yes.
Like I'm riding pool. Like,
yes. It's super exaggerated. Remember?
But I felt weird. Like I wasn't doing it, but I was trying to get into that. But
Yeah.
I felt like weird about it.
Yeah. So it does feel weird. And again, we're doing everything for a beginner, which is super exaggerated. And then you'll learn that finesse. Right. Do you want to ride over to the gate? Okay. Good mare. It's probably fine. It's probably fine. I'll see what I can do to cut that part out.